I'm 17F, in family therapy with my dad and stepmom. My dad wanted us to talk through our problems because my stepmom has been really upset lately that I have shut her out of my life in a pretty big way and she just wants to be closer. My mom died when I was 5 and I have 2 older brothers who are 20 and 23. My stepmom moved in when I was 8 and she and my dad got married when I was almost 11. We always got along okay. But I never thought of her as like a second mom or as the strongest mom figure in my life. My mom left videos for each of us. My dad got some birthday ones and a Christmas and wedding anniversary video. My brothers and I got every birthday until 18 that she'd miss, milestone birthdays, Christmas and big events like our own weddings and babies. After dad remarried, I started to watch mine more at Christmas and I'd maybe watch my birthday videos twice. My dad remarrying made me think of mom more and made me miss her more. It felt more real that life had moved on without her and dad really fell in love with someone else. My dad watched his whenever his birthday or Christmas would happen too. But a year after he remarried he turned 40 and she started making faces whenever one of us would watch a mom video. And whenever dad would smile watching the video she would look annoyed, pissed. After that she suggested she could keep mine safe for me because I was so young, but I didn't trust her to do that. After 3 years of noticing this stuff, she told dad the videos made her unhappy and uncomfortable and she felt like an outsider at Christmas when he looked so in love with my mom. She also said she felt like the videos were a roadblock between her and us, me and my brothers. Dad compromised that he would watch his less and she wouldn't say anything to us. I saw my dad struggle with that for years. I saw him go to watch one of mom's videos and stop himself. Then my stepmom and I started fighting because I didn't want her to touch the discs the messages were recorded on. She was also upset when my brothers did backups of all the discs so we'd always have the messages even if the originals were broken. She told us we valued those more than we valued most people. Dad told her to leave us alone. But I stopped being as friendly with her as I was and shut her out. I left her out of prom stuff last year that she wanted to do with me and I always say no to hanging out with her. This brought us to therapy and last week I spoke my mind and said I think she's incredibly selfish for making dad feel bad about watching the videos mom left for him. I said mom was his first wife, the mother of his children, and if she really loved him she'd want him to have them. But she doesn't like knowing she came second and yet she joined the family anyway. I also mentioned why I never trusted her with mine. She was so upset because she had no idea I had picked up on and heard so much. She cried and said I didn't need to destroy her feelings like that. AITA? I, 33F, am relocating out of my home state in 2 weeks. I went no contact with my parents and siblings nearly 4 years ago shortly after I purchased my current home. My parents are very blue collar and grew up with only brothers. My brother is the only boy, the baby, autistic, and named his only son after my brother who passed away. He gets everything. My sister is very masculine, blue collar, lesbian. I'm white collar, educated and very girly. My entire life I've always been the outsider and they made sure I knew that, harshly. It was worse whenever I succeeded in life. No contact with them was the best thing I could have ever done for my mental health and I'll never go back unless they are all in intensive therapy. Fast forward to this week, they found out I'm relocating out of state and selling my home. Naturally, the horrific texts have rolled through and are extra special. They know what I bought it for and a simple search, they will know what I'm selling for. They're hurt I didn't tell them and want the money they gifted me to get my home to give my brother. I refuse to give them any access to my life. They gifted my sister her down payment and me but unable to for my brother. Of course they think I'm an AH and a few more nice choice words. My cousin and uncle say I should give them money because it's only 1/3 of my proceeds. I refuse. They gave my savings account to him that I had been building for years. But I'm second guessing my decision to not tell them where I'm going or giving them the money back. I'm still their daughter and they want to know my whereabouts. My brother has a 3-year-old son and 1-year-old daughter. It's expensive where we are and I want the kids to have stability. So, am I TAH? Edit to answer common questions, I am no contact. I do not initiate or engage with them at all. I don't have them blocked due to they will text me about important family updates like my uncle died or was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. I have 11, also for evidence if needed for an injunction of harassment or something else, which has been the case in 2021. They found out through a family member who has early Alzheimer's. I will not go no contact or scold someone with a horrible disease over this. The savings account was a conservator account from when my brother and I got a settlement as babies. We both needed to be 18 and a court order to withdraw, but could add. I took advantage of it by adding birthday and chore money. My mom managed to get the court order for both when my brother turned 18, I was 19, and the bank gave her the funds. She gave it to my brother. I've no idea why she did and can only guess.